Hi, welcome to today. Welcome to right now. I'm the Mad Monk, and I'm going to help. Well, I'm going to just share a little bit of my time with you, I guess. That's what I'm going to try to do. So, first off, what I'm going to be doing is throwing rocks. So, in throwing rocks, I'm able to get my workout, and I'm able to create the things that I want to create using resources that are commonly available for near free. Right? Because free is good. I like to be free. So, and then, oof, that sounded wet. Um, After I get some resources thrown down into the hole, will change your perspective of this experience, and hopefully, I can share with you some of what I'm doing here. So this is one of the reasons I don't need a gym membership. It's because I have a piece of property that I'm building as a model of transformation. I'm taking elements, earth and water and air and fire, and turning them into things that I desire. So I've been shaping the landscape so it doesn't burn up, in fires. I've also been shaping it so um, it catches the water that falls on the land and spreads it out and holds on to it just long enough that it can soak in. And I build a lot of rock walls. You may have seen in some of my other videos. And these rock walls, in case you didn't know, well, I think they look nicer, but they also they work to reduce erosion, because you're holding back whatever you're trying to hold back. And here at work, living in the desert, they work as condensation generators, because at nighttime, it gets cold, and in the desert it gets really cold because it's a dehydrated landscape. And so the rock, when it has exposure to the air, when it's above the ground, it gets cold. But the air in the morning, I mean, like it's I think it's like 11:30 right now, and it's already fairly warm, even though we're in September. Yeah, actually, we're the end of September, getting ready to come into October, and then it gets even colder in November, and then really, really cold in December, right? Is that why those end in burr? I don't know. Just trying to be funny, I guess. Um, But yeah, so anyway, in the morning, the sun comes out, right, and it warms up the air because the air uh, changes temperature pretty easily. And when that air comes across the rocks that are cold, it can pull the moisture that's in the air out of it. You know, we're creating a dew point, and in that dew point, when you create it in a certain way, it can water plants and the roots that are going into the ground. They do a really good job of helping to stabilize the soil and increases the ability of the soil or the dirt, because a lot of this is just dirt, doesn't have much organic material in it, of absorbing moisture. So anyway, that's why I do what I do. And it keeps me healthy because I'm always working. Well, not always, you know. Do we ever do anything always? Or do we just do stuff when we need to do it? And I teach other people how to do yoga or how to incorporate yoga into their life, because yoga is a idea, it's a practice of creating union, and that's done by creating awareness. And when we are aware of what we're doing and why we're doing it, well, usually we're only going to support ideas that make sense and ideas that work for us, right? Because if life isn't working for us, it doesn't make much sense, does it? You know, if everything that we do in life is only working for somebody somewhere else, and if that somebody somewhere else doesn't care about us, then is that something that we want to keep supporting? All right. So now we're getting to a point that I can't really throw it well. No, there's still a little bit more room. I'm making a mess down here in the bottom of this pit. And then I got to go take and turn that chaos into order in a way that it'll work for me. All right. I think that's about it. So now we can take this fantastic deal, this big ladder, and we'll try to readjust this so you can see what's going on. And I'm not really sure if I can promise you anything. So, but we'll see what we can do here. So what I've been creating here, can you see this? Yeah, it looks like it. So I'm about 7 feet below you right now, and I've been working on building this rock wall here. And I'm building this rock wall in a way that I'm hoping it won't move for a long time. some things, well, you find the right place for it, and then it just fits. All right. And then got another great tool, that shovel, and we take from the areas that we don't want the dirt to be in, and we put it in the areas that we do want the dirt to be in, because that makes sense to me. You know, if I was just complaining about this dirt over here not being where I wanted it to be, but yet I did nothing to change my experience, what's really going to change, right? And if every rock that we set in place is strong, it's not moving when we set it there, and then we start filling in all of the spots behind it to support it, there's a good chance that what we create can last for a long time. Now, if you're ever inclined that you want to come and participate in something like this, you're welcome to, because when many people come together, amazing things can happen, and it can happen with much more efficiency than what one person can do alone. Because if one person is trying to do everything, they get tired, they get worn out. But when you have a whole team of people working in the same direction, it's amazing what can be done. What can be accomplished. So like that right there. That's the fourth time I've handled these rocks. Because you got to handle the rock to get it into the truck. Then you got to handle the rock to get it out of the truck. Then you got to handle the rock to get it in the hole. And then you got to move the rock in the hole. And then you place it. So it's even though each rock may only be 20 to 80 pounds, even a 20-pound rock turns into 120 pounds worth of work or better, just by the number of times, the number of repetitions that you handle it. And then the dirt too, the sand and the dirt that's here, it's heavy too, right? And so I don't need to spend my energy in the form of money and electricity and fuel to go to a gym, because like right now I'm getting twisting workouts, I'm moving material. It's creating a benefit for me. Because if I didn't have a house, this is how simply a house can be created. Monty, stay away from my camera. Yeah, and see, so this one here is going to become like a 3-tiered little like rock earth integrated house. Once I get up to about this 5-foot level, then I'm going to build a floor structure to go across this, and then it'll get another layer of rocks on the walls. It'll get another layer of rocks going up another 5 feet or so. And my goal is about a 14-foot roof height at the back, and then it'll have an earth roof coming over the top, logs, some metal, and then some dirt. And then the whole front row right over here will be windows that overlook the valley. And this will be kind of a unique deal, because in order to get from one room to the other room, you're going to climb the walls, And so somebody who's like really into mountain climbing or just health, because if we make life a little bit more difficult in what we do in our day-to-day engagements, we can create a pretty strong and healthy body just through our normal action. It doesn't have to be that we have to go focus on making muscles, somewhere else. We can utilize what we have right here and right now to create what we desire. And that's one of the things that I'm trying to promote here, is how we can do that everywhere. Because luckily, locally happens everywhere for everyone. And if we work locally, and we work consciously on what we want to do, we hopefully will find a level of efficiency, and we also find accountability. Because if this falls down, whose fault is it? It's mine. It's all my fault. But if it stands for the next 30 years and it has worked to inspire other people to ideas that they've not yet become aware of how we can do life, because sometimes it even takes a minute or three to find out where our place in life is. Like that rock right there. I thought it went over there, but it didn't. And then I thought it went there, and it still didn't. And I think this one actually wants to be right there, because this one maybe is better off right there. All right. Sometimes you just don't know where it goes yet, so you just move on to something else. And then if what it's doing isn't working out, you can change it. Because there's been parts of my life that it just wasn't working out the way it was going, so I changed it. And then I realized that I had the power to change it way before I actually changed it, And if I change it when I realize that it's not working, I'm probably going to experience less pain and struggle in my life. And if I do just a little bit every day, it comes to fruition, because like this hole didn't even exist until I started digging it. And it still didn't exist when I got tired of digging. So I had to come back and I dug some more. And that happened several times. And, these rocks, they're pretty heavy. And so I can't do all of them in one day. And so I do a little bit every day or every couple days. And, and it makes it, a lot more manageable because, what I can do as a human being, right? I'm limited. And although I think it's super to be human, um, we still need a break sometimes. Give me a break. I'm not talking about your Kit Kat bar because that's a bunch of toxic crap that's being advertised to us. Right? See that one? Now it was yelling for it. It was saying, "I'd like to live there, please." I said, "All right, that's what makes you happy. I can work with that. I'm not too picky." All right. See, if you do something on one side, you don't always just work out one muscle, right? So then you should switch it and work out with the other side too. All right. So it's a good workout. It gets your lymphatic system working. You know, your muscles. It gets your body working. It gets sweat flowing, and when you get sweat flowing, you're helping to relieve your body of toxins. And toxins are the root of disease. So if you can keep your body active and free of the toxins, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to be able to keep your body free of disease. And I think in this day and age, that's a pretty important thing for people to be focused on. Then what we do is we take little pieces of rock and shove it into places that the dirt might try to escape from. Because then when we get a good amount of dirt or supporting material behind what we're doing, then we're going to wet it all down. And by providing that moisture, it'll allow it all to settle in really well. But what I'm building here is you can see that you can climb up these walls. And so, I don't know, I think that's just going to be a neat little feature to this place. All right. Oh shit! I almost got the can. All right. Well, I think you got the gist of it. So that's all for today. Have a good day.